All right, peace and blessings, everybody. This is BroYosef. I'm back with another video. I know some of y'all surprised to see me do two videos in one day, you know. But I get a lot of emails every day, like I always say, and sometimes the emails I get, the question, the way that people ask me questions, I know at that point that this person is doing their magic the wrong way. Okay. I know that this person's whole perspective on magic is backwards, right? So the title of this video is going to be called, and I'm just going to talk to y'all, and some things will come out that will explain things to you guys. But this video here is going to be called "You're on the right track, but you're on the wrong train." Okay, you're on the right track, but you're on the wrong train, meaning that you're riding the track, the right track, but eventually that track is going to split and you're going to end up in the wrong destination, right? You're not going to end up the same place where everybody else who's doing magic the right way is going to end up, you know? So BroYosef is just going to tell you guys his perspective on how magic should be done, right? The whole purpose of magic. So, I get emails sometimes, people want stuff to get money. Boom. Then I ask this person, hey, do you have an ancestor altar? No. Do you work with any gods? No. And then a person may say, oh, I had an ancestor altar, or I used to have a God altar. And then they'll ask me a question. They'll say, well, I need to manifest some money real fast. Or people will ask me, hey, I need to get rid of the situation I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with a bad situation. I need to get rid of it. And I'm like, okay, cool. Do you work with your ancestors? No. I'm like, well, why should I give you a spell for magic, because I don't do spells for people. I used to do spells for people. I used to be one of those people that would actually do work for people, but I don't do that anymore because I started figuring out that people were just taking advantage of me. They wanted what they wanted for the moment, then they go back to doing what they're doing. So I like to challenge people now. I say, okay, I can give you a spell, but you're gonna have to do such, such, and such. And if they do the spell the right way, the spell will work. That's a fact. So a lot of people are doing magic the wrong way. Some people really think magic is about getting what you want, using the elements to get what you want. No. You can use magic to get what you want. And this is where the people talk about the left hand path and the right hand path. Most people not everybody, but most people who ignorantly study the left hand path only use it to get what they want. The more evolved people use the left hand path to evolve. Okay. So what I'm really saying is, if you're doing magic, you should be doing magic. Or if you call yourself a magician, if you're really about that life, if you're really about this metaphysical life, it's not about how many crystals you wear. It's not about how much you know. It's about, are you doing magic to evolve? Magic can be used to evolve you, right? Are you doing your spiritual practices to evolve yourself? Or are you trying to do it to get power? I know people personally who only do magic to get power. That's left hand path shit on a lower level. I know some real left hand path people who are really about evolving. And the way they evolve, people may not agree with. But they about evolving. They really about that metaphysical life. They really about evolving. And the same thing with middle pathers. And like I say, BroYosef don't even believe in the left and right hand path. That's why they say, well, what are you? I say, just call me a middle pather since y'all can't get over the left and right path. And that's nothing against nobody who believes in the left and right path. I just don't believe in it. I just believe in magic, and what a person does with that places them in that category, right? But I don't like titles. So with that being said, people are doing magic just to get what they want. And if you're doing magic from that perspective, you're never really going to grow. You're never really going to succeed in magic, because what's the point of doing something and you have to do the same thing to get it over and over and over and over and over? When if you're really good at magic and you evolve your magic, if you know how to evolve your financial magic, then a lot of the spells will naturally come to you. A lot of the energy will come to you because you have evolved yourself where you don't even need to do a spell, right? You have set your energy in order in the astral world to make these energies come to you naturally because you evolved your spell. You've done a spell, then you said, oh, I don't need to keep doing a spell for money all the time. I know how to bring money to me naturally. I can magnetize myself, magnetize the money to me. Then I can focus on other things because the money start chasing me, right? If I want to be in love and I want a good mate or a good person, I can magnetize that love energy to me. And then I ain't got to keep doing a spell for it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's what BroYosef is talking about here. A lot of people do magic just to get what they want. And you're never going to do your magic. Your magic's not going to work. I'm going to keep it real. A lot of people do spells and they wonder why the spell don't work. And then they give up on magic. Oh, this magic stuff, you know. I had a person actually tell me, I used to be in the magic. That shit don't work. Because you're doing it wrong. You're doing it with the wrong purpose. You know, you got to really be about this life. You know, it's like if a person who was in the streets and they sold drugs and they say, you know, the streets ain't what it is because you ain't about their life. You know, you complaining because you make $800 a day in the streets and this person is making $20,000 a day in the streets. It's because they really live their life. They really a hustler. You ain't about that life. You just trying to get over quick, so you're not going to make it. It's the same thing with metaphysics and being a magician. If you just in here to get something and get out of it, and you're not really serious about your practice, you really don't live this life. You ain't really messing with the spirits and messing with the energies like you're supposed to, then you're never going to succeed in your magic. It's just the truth. So I want y'all to understand that this metaphysical shit we doing is a lifestyle. It don't matter how fat you are, how skinny you are, what color you are, what education level you have. If you practice your magic, something every day, right? You get up every day and you do something, right? There's nothing special about BroYosef, except BroYosef really lives that shit. I really live that metaphysical shit. And it's a saying that says, those who know don't talk. And those who talk don't know. So I don't have to brag about what I can do. People who know me know, you know, they've seen pictures that I've never shown on YouTube. You know, a lot of y'all emailed me and said, BroYosef, how'd you make that person appear on the roof like that? It's because I did work. I did a lot of hard goddamn work. You know what I'm saying? And I reached a certain plateau, a certain level. It's the same thing in the gym. If you're in the gym every day and you play around in the gym, you're never gonna see results. You know? You're never gonna see results if you play around in the gym. But if you're in there every day sweating, you wake up in the morning, you sore, you got that pain, blood, sweat, and tears, you're gonna see results. And you're gonna see results a lot quicker than everybody else. You're on the right track, but you're on the wrong train. A lot of y'all is on the right track by wanting to be into metaphysics. You find it curious, but you're on the wrong train because you're not doing what you need to do to evolve. And I kind of explained this in a lot of videos. That's actually what I'm trying to teach y'all on my channel. How to take magic and evolve from it, right? But a lot of things I tell people to do, I could tell they really don't want to do it, right? They just want a spell to get it quick. And I'm sorry, it don't happen like that, right? They just want the spell that's going to make my third eye going to open with the spell. No, your third eye going to open with work. Now, I gave y'all a shortcut, you know what I'm saying? The Harataki. But sometimes they get email about that. Person take the Harataki 1 week. You know, like, BroYosef, the Harataki didn't work. I'm like, bro, you got to, or sis, you got to take the Harataki. It depends on who you are. When I took Harataki, it took 2 days for it to work for me. Because I was already doing work on my third eye. I was already, you know, but if you never did third eye work and your insides are not clean, the Harataki, first of all, is going to start cleaning out your system. So the channels, the meridians can flow, the energy can flow through the meridians and then hit the chakras. And then the third eye chakra will activate. It's going to take time depending on who you are, right? Depending on who you are. Then I get emails and people tell me the first night the Harataki worked, or, you know, the Harataki is working great for them. They're having vivid dreams. And I tell them keep pushing, but mix it with energy work. If you're doing magic, you should be doing energy work. You should be learning how to focus your energy. You should be working with your emotions, right? And you should be knowing about the yin and the yang, which is the most basic level of energy, chi, right? You should understand these two forces. Read about it first. Don't just jump into the practice. Read about what these things are so you understand, you know? You understand what's going on. Then even while you're reading, you can practice. You're on the right track, but you're on the wrong train. That's what's going on, right? Some people don't want to put the work in. You know, they don't want to work hard at this thing. Then that's okay. Maybe you're not a magician. Maybe it's not for you, right? Maybe it's not for you. But if you really want to evolve, then you're gonna have to put in work, right? It took 12 years for BroYosef to get to this level. 12 years. And people want to be on my level of spirituality. Not to say that I'm great, but the level, and I know people way greater than me, magically. But the level that I did get on, it took 12 years to get here. But people only looking at the now. Well, BroYosef on that level, it's got to be something I can do right now to get on that level. Even without the spirituality, the information that I have, it took 12 years of studying to get to this level. To the point where I don't even hardly read books no more because I see the repeating things in books. I read books here and there, but I don't have to read as much. Now I'm getting information from at night. I'm getting information from the astral world. You know, it's funny because last night I was actually just dreaming, and I was in the astral world with one of my fellow magician friends. We were up there, and we were flying our ass off. I'm telling y'all, when y'all really wake up to this spiritual stuff, and y'all really have these experiences from doing the work, it pays off in the end. So I can have these very highly awakened astral experiences to the point where I'm flying over the ocean and I could touch the water with my fingers and I could feel it. And it feels 100% like it will feel here. And people are looking up at me. Oh my God, look at that guy. He's flying. Everybody in the astral world can't fly. You know, they can't fly. I'm flying in the astral world. Me and my homeboy, we at the top of Mount Everest. Literally, that's what happened last night. We flew around the world, literally, me and my homeboy, all night. And we talked about some private stuff that me and him always talk about. You know, dealing with law and status and all this stuff. We talked about that. And then sure enough, I woke up this morning. That's the first thing he hit me with this morning. We flew all goddamn night in the astral world. I done hit up China. I flew past Australia. We went near the North Pole, seen the big ass hole up there. You know, and that goes into the inner world of the earth. You know, we flew all down there to the cold, and it's funny because when we were in Antarctica, we didn't even feel the cold. You know, but yeah, we're flying all over the astral world. We was about to take our ass into space, you know, and go to one of the planets. Maybe that'll be tonight, and I don't know. But I literally felt like I was flying for 4 or 5 hours. You know, and that's all I did was fly all last night in the astral world. But to get to that level, me and my homeboy, to get to that level, you know, it takes hard work. It takes time, you know. And I knew he was connected with me because woke up in the morning and what we were talking about in the astral world, we started talking about in the physical early this morning. So this is what's possible, y'all. You know, if y'all know me, I'm very laid back. I don't brag. I could brag about a lot of stuff. Could throw stuff in people's face. That's not who I am. When I see people like that, I don't believe you. I don't believe them. You know, people that brag a lot, I don't believe you. You know, because those who know don't talk, and those who talk don't know. You know, and that applies to the physical and the spiritual. You know, like they say in Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. You know, it's very irresponsible to be bragging about, because you could levitate a table with your mind in the physical world. If you could levitate a table, you shouldn't be bragging about that. You should be having secret classes and showing people that type of stuff when you're ready. Because if you show people in the public, it's going to be people knocking on your door. That's the truth. So if I see people talking about they can levitate a table in a physical, I don't believe you. Because if you really could do it, you just going to know right away, I can't tell nobody your stuff. You got to keep that shit secret. So you're on the right track, but you're on the wrong train. So I'm doing this video to help the brothers and sisters out there, everybody who watch my channel, and for future people that watch my channel, know that if you want to make it in this metaphysical stuff, if you really want to evolve and you want to go to the next level, then you gotta start doing your energy work. You know, I gave y'all it's a lot of energy work out there. I gave y'all a practice dealing with the mudras that are so simple. A baby can do it, and literally my baby does it. You know, a baby can do this stuff, and it's going to have effects. Is you going to feel it the first week? No. Is you going to feel it the first month? Maybe, but probably no. But within a few months, I guarantee you're going to notice the difference if you do the work. If you do the work. So once again, it doesn't matter how fat you are, how skinny you are, what education level you have. This all stuff, this is stuff that, anybody can do at any age level, any group. So it's all about work. How much work do you put in? I put in the work with the reading and the studying, and I put in the work with the energy. Am I a master of energy? No. But I've done the energy work and I've seen the results. And I still do the energy work to this day because of that. So I have knowledge on that. I know. It's not just information I'm telling y'all. I know. I know what happens. And I can see energy around people, So when you do these things, your reality shifts. Things happen to you that don't happen to normal people. That's how that NT popped up on the roof. That's how I was doing this video with the other guy, and I felt the NT coming to just visit me, coming to check in on my energy. It was standing right there. So I can sense these things and I can feel these things because the higher world is curious about your consciousness when you start to develop. Believe it or not, when you're in a room and you're doing these mudras and these energy works over and over and over, somebody's watching. I can guarantee you that. Somebody's watching, somebody's paying attention, and they just seeing how far you're going to advance. They're seeing how serious you are. And sometimes they'll bless you, all right? So, from this point forward, anybody who watches my videos, I want y'all to understand, if you're going to be a metaphysician, if you're going to be an occultist, if you're going to be in a magic period, there's a lot of ways you can be that you can evolve in spirituality in general. I practice magic, right? And I practice a little bit of mysticism. When you get into this magical stuff, you have to do energy work. How in the world are you going to do a ritual with no energy? You can't just do the ritual and think it's going to work. You got to mix it with energy. Learn how to tap into your own energy. As you get stronger and your energy body gets stronger, you get stronger. So I told y'all about Montauk Chia. Get his books. Everybody talks about Montauk Chia. Get all his books. Get all of his books. I'm giving y'all secrets, man. And it ain't really a secret. Some people just didn't know. They didn't know who Montauk Chia was. But I learned a lot about how to use my own energy from reading his books. And of course, there's other people. There's other people, that know about energy work, There's a Russian guy from Russia. He's the #1 feng shui master in the whole world. He's feng shuied all the stars. And come to find out, my neighbor that lived across the street is one of his top students. And dude was just at his house 2 days ago. He's the #1 feng shui master in the world. This is the stuff that happens when you're on your spiritual path. Shit just lines up to you. So y'all know BroYosef about to get with this dude. When a student is ready, the teacher will appear. Feng shui is a very deep science. It ain't just about changing shit around in your house. For energy. It's feng shui. There's body feng shui. You can do feng shui in your body. Some people didn't know that. But you can do feng shui in your brain. You can do feng shui to make your finances work better. And if you live in a house, everything should be feng shuied anyway, So feng shui is another good science. I ain't going to do a video on that because there's too much information out there. It's a very simple thing, but there's a deeper occult aspect of feng shui. And I know that this man knows. So BroYosef got to get with him. But look how stuff lying out. I'm just an average guy and a top feng shui master in the whole world. My neighbor across the street is one of his top students. The guy flies into my city all the time, and I never knew this. And feng shui stuff. So I just wanted to do this video to encourage you guys, but at the same time, kind of let people know that, you're on the right track, but you're on the wrong train. And some people didn't know that. Some people thought magic was all about rituals, right? No, it's about evolving. Everything you should do, everything you do should be evolving you. How does that saying go? If it don't evolve me, it don't involve me. That's how BroYosef lived his life all day, every day. All day, every day. If it don't evolve me, it don't involve me. Facts. I ain't got time to hang out and be doing nothing. I'm always doing something that's going to evolve me physically, mentally, and spiritually. Facts. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I didn't come down too hard on nobody. I just wanted to tell y'all the truth. I want to tell y'all the truth. You on the right track, but you on the wrong train. Start doing your magic for evolution purposes. Start evolving and watch your whole life change. Watch your whole magic situation change, all right? So I noticed, y'all surprised to see me do 2 videos in a day, but I felt that I had to get it out. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to warn y'all. Work on evolution. Work on energy work. Do energy work. And there's tons of different types of energy work. Mix that into your magic and watch what happens, all right? Until next time, if y'all got questions or answers, you can email me at newlifetools@gmail.com. Also on Instagram on New Life Tools. Brother Yusef, I'm going to holler at y'all later. All right? Peace.